Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Today's topic is coping with toxic fanatics in your family. Toxic fanatics in your family. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, I went on vacation, just a long weekend, and I'm back today. I apologize for not being able to post yesterday. My flight was canceled coming out of Mexico, but I'm back here with you today. And I want you to know that I really appreciate all of you. All right, let's dive into this topic. Coping with toxic family members. I did pull a short video, and then we're going to dive right into this topic. Coping with toxic fanatics in your family. Here we go.
Person obsessing over politics is a good indicator that their personal relationships are a mess. Unless they're financially invested in the political sphere, they're probably compensating for feeling powerless in their life.
I mean, that's a large part of what drives Twitter's business, is arguing over who is going to save us best, who should be the enemy and who we outside and who we exile. If they're doing that, that's not done by people who are happy. The happiest people are not on social media yelling about politics. Every single time I have seen someone come into my therapy office or now my coaching and start talking to me endlessly about this is so important, this person and this, I say, okay, let's steer it back to your life. They will steer it away from their life back into politics because they think that they are showing who they are by following the right things and having the right politics. And they think that that gives them value. And again, they're trying to be interesting. They're trying to stimulate. They're not even having a real conversation. They're not discussing it. It is just a compensation in every capacity. And they will not talk about the gaps in their own life. They want to run away from that.
How someone goes from being religious to a religious fanatic. Now, across the board, researchers agree there's three things needed, three ingredients to move someone from being religious to a fanatic, regardless of religion. The first is the belief that your holy scripture is inerrant and infallible. That's one. Two is then the belief that you have a monopoly on truth. And tied to that is you have a monopoly on God's will, because the way you view the Bible and your interpretation is the only true and right way, then your group is the only one that possesses truth. And because of that, your group is the only one that understands God's will. That keeps you in the fundamentalist camp. That doesn't move you to fanaticism. What moves you to fanaticism is then the belief that God has ordained you to go and convert or save everyone around you. And you do that either through evangelism or coercion, and coercion is up to and including the use of the sword. Now, I want to say here, most ways that Christians evangelize, I would argue, fall into that coercion category. Because how is it different for someone to say, hey, believe the way I believe, or I'm going to literally kill you, versus, hey, believe the way I believe, or you are literally going to burn in hell?
Okay, what is a fanatic? All right, let's get the definition first. A fanatic is a person who is extremely interested in something to a degree that some people find unreasonable, disapproving. A person who has extreme beliefs that may lead them to behave in unreasonable or violent ways. That's a fanatic. All right. What a fanatic is, because they have a mindset on a certain thing. They close their mind. They're not open to other viewpoints. They've already settled that they are right and everybody else is wrong. And these people, it can become harmful, especially if they are part of your family. Because if you say something that goes against their beliefs, not only are they not willing to hear you, they want to fight you. You know, that's why we have wars over fanatics, religious fanatics. You see, they want to kill you if you don't adhere to their beliefs. That's a fanatic. These people are toxic. These people are dangerous. And if they're in your family, they can tear the family apart. You see, I have a difficulty understanding how our family members, we all claim to love each other, but we allow our beliefs to close our minds, and we will attack our own loved ones if they don't want to believe what we believe. I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. When you're on your spiritual path, you rise above all of this toxicity. And I talk about this a lot. Toxic behavior is in very low vibration. It's in survival mode. So a lot of these fanatics, they believe that their beliefs are going to take care of them. Whatever they believe in, they believe is going to help them to have a better life. All right. For instance, how about political fanatics? Political fanatics believe that if they get their man in office, then life is going to be beautiful. But if another person gets in office that's not their favorite or not their pick, well, then it's going to be a disaster for everybody. And if you can't see that, then you are you're stupid or or naive. You don't understand. But I'm here to tell you that everybody has an opinion. We all have beliefs, you see. But that doesn't mean that your belief cannot be changed. You see, there was a time when I believed in certain things and I wanted to be true. But then with research, I understand the fallacy in it. Maybe it was a falsehood. Maybe it wasn't true. Maybe that belief was unfounded. So then you change. But some people find it very difficult to change. When you allow your mind to be closed and be manipulated and controlled, that's what makes you toxic. In spirituality, we are open-minded people. We are about love. We realize that everybody has an opinion about something, but it doesn't mean that we need to kill each other over it. We can still love each other and have your own opinion about something. All right? Fanatics want to push you to believe what they believe. That's wrong. That's wrong. Now, if they can show that it's a better way of looking at things, that's a different thing. But they don't do that. They just say, my way is the right way, and that's it. My person is the right person, and that's it. And the wrong person is going to make going to make our lives miserable. Now, this is the thing I want you to understand, people. In spirituality, no matter what happens in the world, spirituality, you rise above it. You can rise above it. You can still have a beautiful life, a happy life, no matter what happens, no matter who's in office. It doesn't matter because, in my opinion, they're all the same. They're all the same. And it's the same thing with religion. They're all the same. Organized religion is all the same. Now, they have different doctrines, different teachings, but basically, it's about control. See, in spirituality, you learn to look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture. And these low, evil, toxic vibrations in the world is what makes these fanatics. Makes these people feel like they got the answer. They got the answer. But many of them are miserable. They're not happy. Not happy at all. But they believe that their belief is somehow going to free them from their misery. And it's not. People, understand, especially in politics, understand that these politicians don't care nothing about you. They don't care. They don't give a damn about you. Politicians are in office because, they want that position. They want the financial gain that comes along with it. They want the prestige to come. They don't care anything about you. But what they will do is promise you a lot of things just to get that position, so that you can vote them into that position. So they'll tell you anything. But then when they get in a position, they do whatever their directive is. It's not about you other than to control you. To control you. And even in sports, there's control. You see people at these games and things like that, they can get so riled up with their teams that they can fight each other, physically fight each other. Can't you see how harmful, toxic, and detrimental that is? People, don't be fanatical about things. Be open. Be loving. Raise your vibration out of that toxicity and live a better life. Live a happy life. You can have it, but you need to change the way that you think about things. Change what you say about things. A lot of these fanatics I have noticed spout fear all the time. That's how they back up their fanaticism. Fear. Oh, if you don't believe this, you doomed. If you don't do this, you are doomed. Oh, you will see. People, get away from that. Get a handle on yourself. Know who you really are. You are a powerful being, a wonderful being. Get into your God mind. Connect with Source. Do more meditation and go into yourself and love yourself. When you love yourself, then you can love people. You can love everybody. You can love others because you will be flowing with love. And these fanatics cannot knock you down off of that blessing. And they would try. They would try to get you riled up so that you will be in that mix. You see, they will attack you so you will be in that mix. You see, that is the mission of this toxic behavior, to get everybody to be toxic, to be evil, to hurt each other, to fight each other. Never show love. Where's the love? Where is it? Fanatics forget about love. They forget about caring. It doesn't matter if it's their children. It doesn't matter if it's their parents. It doesn't matter if it's friends or other family members. Fanatics are harmful, toxic people, and they need to get a rein on that. A rein on that, because this causes a lot of devastation in the world. It's so unnecessary. It's so ridiculous to have your mind so controlled that you can't see past it. And I'll tell you, that's why I do advise you not to watch the news. Don't watch the news, because you see, the news is televised programming. It's programming your subconscious over this devastation over and over and over again. And it really does something to your mind. It closes your mind like this iron fist, and nobody can penetrate it. You are so closed-minded, you don't want to hear anything else. You don't want to know anything else because you think you got the right answer. It's the same thing with religion. The very same thing. When you're brought up to believe a certain thing. It doesn't mean that it's the right thing. It just means that that's what they believe. Whoever raised you or whatever, it's just what they believe. Now, you may jump on that bandwagon and you may not. But the thing is, people, be open. Open your mind to things and look at the big picture, the big picture of your life. Listen, people, we're only here for a short time. Living this life experience. Just a short time. You're here to enjoy and to learn, not to fight each other, kill each other, devastate each other because you believe that you are right about whatever your belief is. People, go into yourself and look at the situation. Look at yourself. A hard look at yourself in the mirror. And stop attacking your family because of your beliefs. Who's to say that you're right anyway? We all have an opinion, and we all have a right to our opinions. But nobody has the right to force you into their beliefs. Nobody has the right to do that. You can present your beliefs, and if they find value in it, then they may embrace it. But if they don't, and they discard it, that's fine. Because everybody has free will, and it is their decision whether they want to embrace a certain belief or not. People, don't become fanatics. Don't allow yourself to be drawn into this toxic energy. That's what it is. It's pure evil. It's toxic. And I say it's pure evil because it tears your families apart. It tears your relationships apart. It makes your family feel they can't talk to you about certain things because your mind is closed. Your mind is like, and you're not open to anything else. I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that I've said something that can really help you. Love, people. Love is the answer. Not hate. But fanatics can hate. Fanatics can hate. And fanatics can be violent. Fanatics can be harmful, cruel. It's evil. It's all evil. People, love yourself. Embrace your families. Support your families. No matter what. Don't turn against them because of something that somebody told you something and you've taken it as truth. And now you're going to turn your back on your own family because of your belief. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. Your family members have a right to their own opinions, just like you do. Just like you do. But I don't understand why you can't just sit down together and talk about it in a very calm and pleasant voice. You can talk to each other about these things because if you are not open to communicate, how can you learn anything? If you feel like you already have the answer, how can you learn anything? When you have closed your mind, be flexible. Go with the flow of life. Okay? But rise above toxicity. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Go out into nature and have a good time. You see? But people, don't turn against your family because of something that you saw on TV or something that you heard in church or you think your team is better than the other team. People, you're fighting against yourself. That's what you're doing. You're not accomplishing anything. You're like one of the crabs in a barrel. Whenever one crab gets a clearer understanding, they try to come out of the barrel. But then the crabs down here, which are these fanatics, they want to bring you back down so that you can all be right here in this toxicity together. Know yourself, love yourself, and cherish your family. Come back to your family. Cherish them and love them. Do not become fanatical about whatever your belief is. I am a spiritual healer, but I'm open to your opinions. Whatever you have to say, you have the right to say it. I'm not going to crucify you because you believe in this or you believe in that. Don't do it to others, people. And especially if it's your family. I hope you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best and happiness. And I really hope to see you next time.